What's going on, guys? SpikeZillion here, and welcome to an interesting video. We're going to be talking about this card here, Wonders of Nature, which is going to be released in spring, I believe, of next year, if I'm not mistaken. And it's actually a really interesting card, because it actually can help the Harpie archetype get a little bit further, as well as Shaddolls. So, if you haven't seen my video on Harpie Shaddolls yet, which is a deck I built a long time ago, actually not even that long ago, it was about a month or two ago. It feels like a long time now, but I am here now playing with the deck with a couple cards added. So as you can see, Channeler, Harpist, and Pet Dragon are here. They're not normally here, but I thought I would show you the best possible case scenario hand going second. So let's assume, for all intents and purposes, that the opponent has some sort of extra deck monster that is not going to hurt us right now. But let's say it's like Avermax, for example. It's not something that's particularly going to ruin our day right now. But it is there to be annoying, right? Because you know how Avermax can be. He can be very frustrating. And in our position, we also could go Avermax as well. Right now, I don't have the link set up for it. I could have probably put a link for in here in retrospect, because I actually do want to show that that is possible. We'll potentially make Gravity Controller that link for, but it'll be for a separate combo anyway. We'll show you two different combos that I think are really interesting today. So we'll start off with the more simpler one. This one is going to require not linking up at all. It's just going to be strictly putting everything together. Now, you'll notice I have Shaddoll Fusion in the hand. The only thing is that Wonders of Nature does not add you a fusion spell until the end phase. So effectively, we're probably going to end off with two Shaddoll Fusions in our hands, unless we end up getting a Schism as well. Then that's just an added bonus from the Beast. And now you're probably thinking, how the hell are you getting to Beast from here? But if you know Shaddoll combos, you know. Beast is going to come out, and it's going to draw 2, discard 1. That's just what's going to happen. So you can guess where this Hysteric Sign is going. But anyway, let's start with Wonders of Nature. So we're going to special summon Channeler. She's equipped to that. Then we're going to special summon Pet Dragon, Fearsome, Fire Blast. Now, in my combo that I'm going to show you today, or in this moment, you don't actually really need the Fearsome Fire Blast, to be honest with you. So, technically speaking, actually, I should show you the other one first. No, I shouldn't show you the other one first. The other one is experimental, and I haven't really tried it yet. For the sake of this example, actually, I will use a different card instead here, because we want to get a normal summon out. So let's go with a different normal summon. Let's go, for the sake of examples here, we'll actually go with a dragon, because we don't need him for any of those combos. So this is just pure bonus at this point. This is crazy. But, yeah, so we special summon Channeler, right? So Channeler effect, we're going to discard Harpist. Lovely. Okay, discarded Harpist, we special Perfumer. We also don't need any extra Harpie cards anyway. Like, we don't play Hunting Ground in this deck anyway. We probably could, but it's not necessary, so Perfumer effect, we add the Egotist. Okay, Egotist comes to hand. Then we go Egotist. Okay, the Egotist, special Uno. You can do whatever Harpie you want, it really doesn't matter, but in this case, I'm going to go with Uno. And then we're going to Synchro. So we're going to Synchro here into Cyber Slash. Now, at this point, hopefully the opponent hasn't fucked with you yet. We don't need to bounce Avermax or anything on the other side of the field. We're just going to assume it's like Avermax that's like somehow negated. Who knows? I don't know. Just assume there's an extra deck monster over there, okay? Just assume no interruptions right now, because we're just thinking of the best possible potential. So, with that being said, we're going to go Shaddoll Fusion now, at this point. And Shaddoll Fusion, we're going to do the normal combo at this point. So you've seen it before. If you haven't, then you haven't. It's going to be Squamata and Perform Pal 5 Rainbow. We make Construct. Construct 1, Squamata 2. This is engraved now. So we'll go for Construct, we send Wendi. We send Incarnation through Squamata. Then we go Wendi effect. Wendi effect, we special Beast. And face down defense. Go Incarnation effect. We banish it and Wendi. Flip up Beast. Beast effect. Draw 2, discard 1. And okay, cool. We have received some whatever cards. Like Fearsome Fire Blast is kind of a neat draw, I guess. You could technically special summon him right now. I believe. Yeah, if you control, it's not anything else. Okay, yeah, so I could special summon him right now, so why not? Let's just do it. There he is. Now you can link him off if you want, if you have link plays, but in my case, I don't right now. But yeah, so now Construct is there. You have Lady One, you have Cyber Slash, you have Beast. Everybody's here, and you still have a normal summoned, so might as well normal summon Dragon. And now you have another thing to overlay over here, because you have a level 4 Harpie Lady 1 over there. So now at this point, if you really wanted to BM, you can just go all the way with the BM. So we can go, you know, Chidori or whatever. If it's a monster that can't be targeted, you can't go Chidori, obviously, but you can do whatever you want. You can go Dweller if you want, you know. You can pick your poison here. So, pretty good. Let's say, for the sake of example here, we go Dweller, right? So we're going to go Dweller. Overlay. Overlay Dweller. An attack. Cool, right? Then, at this point, we got a pretty good board going on here, right? So, okay, we go battle phase, we clean up whatever we gotta do. The main phase 2, we're gonna link off Construct into Gravity Controller. Gravity Controller effect, Construct effect, add Shaddoll Fusion to our hand, right? Then we're gonna set that Shaddoll Fusion. We're gonna activate Perform Pal 5 Rainbow. I think I have to do it this way. Put him into the pen zone. Then, we go end phase. End phase, we're searching for 5 cards, so we're actually gonna have a 6-card hand by the end of this now. So we start with Wonders of Nature. So Wonders of Nature, we get to add a fusion. So surprise. We have Shaddoll Fusion. Lovely. Next, we have Harpist effect. Harpist effect, we're going to add Channeler. And then Hysteric Sign effect. We will add whatever we want, really. We'll add a Perfumer, a Featherstorm, and a Feather Duster. So we ended off with a 6-card hand. We have a board that's pretty fucking big, pretty nice, to be honest. Like, it's a pretty nice board. Like, this will shut down tier, right? Because you have Dweller, so they can't really do stuff in the grave. They can only do stuff on field. And then they can only swing into the Grav controller if they end up in the EMZ, so they have to fuse somehow, or they have to, like, overlay or what have you. So it definitely messes with them. And then you also have 5 Rainbow here as well, so they have to pop this back row, which is very easy to do, don't get me wrong. But then we also have Featherstorm in case things go haywire anyways. So yeah, if we really don't want them to have effects anywhere, we pretty much can shut them down completely from everywhere we want. It's pretty epic, right? Now let's do this again, except with a different combo to go into Link 4. Alright. So we're back, and now we're assuming that we are going to go into Dracosac here. So it's going to be slightly different. You can basically do this in a handful of different ways, really. But yeah, really all you need to do is just do this. So we start with normal summon of Channeler. Actually, if you wanted to, you can make it really easy and just make this into a Conductor. I might have to do that, actually. Now that I think about the combo in my head, I might have to do Conductor there instead of Phoenix. And if I do, I'll just have to pause and come back. But with that in mind, or we could always just proxy it, I guess. But anyway, this is gonna be special using Wonders of Nature. Sorry, here we go. So Wonders of Nature, special Channeler. Cool. Then we're going to go Fearsome Fire Blast. This time we actually need it for this case. Then we go Channeler, discard Harpist. Harpist, go Perfumer. Perfumer effect. I don't know why I went out of the deck there. Egotist. We don't really need anything else, just Egotist for now. Okay, then we go Egotist. Right? We go Uno. Okay. Then we go Overlay. These two. Now this... Now this, I actually am not sure if this would remove the equip, actually. Let me check on that, actually. Okay, I'm back. I double checked because of the way that the card text is written. I actually do get the effect still doing this because it does disappear. It goes to the graveyard because it was sent there from the spell and trap zone while face up this turn. So it is in the graveyard for that reason. So yeah, anyway, we overlay here into Draco Sack. Draco Sack effect. Detach. Get 2 tokens. Where are you? Where are you, Draco Sack tokens? Yeah, I guess we could take this one. Is that a Draco Sack token? I think it might be. Right, so we have 2 Draco Sack tokens then, right? So then, we go from here. So here we can remove 2, just make IP off that, right? Then, we can go ahead and go overlay, or no, we can actually link off and go into Avermax if we want to right now. We still haven't Shaddoll Fusioned yet. We actually will Shaddoll Fusion now, I think, right? So Shaddoll Fusion. We go ahead and make Construct. So this is assuming, again, there's an extract monster on the other side of the field with no interruptions. So Squamata, 5 rainbow. You know the deal. This. We're gonna go Construct. Chainlink 1, Construct. Chainlink 2, Squamata. Right, then we're gonna go Incarnation, Wendi. Wendi effect. Special Beast. All of our lanes are full now, so now we have to be very careful about how we use the lanes. Incarnation effect. Banish it, and Wendi. Flip Beast. Beast effect. Lovely. Wow, that would be a fucking incredible draw if I drew that IRL. If I drew that in a real duel, the opponent would be so fucked, because I'm also gonna add 2 more Shaddoll fusions to my hand. That's pretty crazy. And we're gonna add a second Featherstorm to my hands. That's insane. We're basically gonna just win for life, effectively here. So we still have a way to overlay now, which is pretty good. So we might as well, right? Like we could link off here, but don't need to necessarily. It's hard to say. Could also sync off into Cyber Slash, then link off the Draco Sack and the Construct, right? I think if we go Synchro into Cyber Slash, that's gonna give us the most possible damage we can send out here for now. We can go Cyber Slash here. Yeah, because then we still get a big Cyber Slash. That's pretty good, right? Then we go Battle Phase, right? And then we do whatever this is in damage. We're probably gonna do like Construct will pop, then 26, that's 52, and then 6,000, right? We go main phase 2, right? So now, we can go link these 2 off, or not these 2, I'm sorry, this one stays. If I link these 2 off, we could link Beast off, actually. We can keep Draco Sack on field. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep Draco Sack on field, actually. Overlay him on top of that. So I'll actually link off the Beast and the Construct here. And we go Phoenix. We can just skip Phoenix effect here. We don't need to do that. But Construct effect and Grave, we will add the Shaddoll Fusion. Right. Then, from here, we can link off 4. And we will go Avermax. Now, Avermax is untargetable, indestructible, blah, blah, blah. Right? Protected, whatever. Who cares? Good card, broken card. And then we can either set Featherstorm or set Shaddoll Fusion. In this case, we'll set the Featherstorm here. And then we go 5 rainbow effect. 5 rainbow gets put in the Pendulum Zone. Right? Then, we can just go end phase here. End phase effects. So we're gonna add all these cards again. So basically, this is what the end board's gonna look like here. I feel like this end board is slightly stronger looking, but I don't know if it's necessarily better. Like, I feel like it's roughly the same. You're just getting an Avermax tower that is also, like, obviously quite powerful. But I feel like for this one to pop off, it's going to be a lot harder to pop off because it relies more on Actually, well, yeah, it kind of does rely on both Dracosack and Channeler working properly. Because if I get Channeler negated, I no longer have a Harpie on the field. So at that point, the Hysteric Sign adding Featherstorm will not be helpful on the opponent's turn. Um, that being said, at least with Channeler getting ashed, I can still Shaddoll Fusion and it'd still be fine, right? The Shaddoll Fusion, I could still make 5 Rainbow on the field at least. Set that up. But I wouldn't have a Harpie to be able to Featherstorm the opponent, which would be obviously the biggest floodgate of all time. So it's kind of a weird one, right? But this is the final board, and then we're gonna see what we add here. So we're gonna start with Forces of Nature. Forces of Nature, we're gonna add Shaddolls Fusion. I don't think you can add super polymerization off of it. Maybe you could. One polymerization spell, so maybe you could add super poly, but I'm not 100% on how that works. But let's assume it's Shaddolls Fusion, right? And then next we'll go Harpist Effect. So Harpist Effect will add a Channeler, and then Hysteric Sign Effect we will add Perfumer, Featherstorm, Feather Duster. So we actually have a 7-card hand. We actually have to forcibly discard. That's how good this is. And in this case, I mean, really, who cares about Shaddolls Fusion? Throw that away, right? Because then next time you make whoever, like if you make a Winda, like let's say you drew Winda instead of this Shaddolls Fusion, you go Schism, right? Make Winda, and then if Winda dies, you get Shaddolls Fusion again from the grave. So it's like there's literally so much to this that is so unbelievably broken. I didn't even normal summon for this entire combo, by the way. That isn't this is entirely possible without Wonders of Nature. But in addition to all that, if I drew a card I could normal summon, I could still normal summon on top of that. So that's absolutely insane. This deck just sees no end. Like if I had drawn instead of Shaddolls Fusion, there's like so many different things I could have drawn that would have made it insane. If I drew like Dragon, I could set Dragon. If I drew Squamata, I could flip Squamata. Wendi, I could flip Wendi. If I drew Super Poly, I can go Super Poly, right? Set Super Poly instead of setting the Featherstorm. Still be able to, or I could do both really. It doesn't really matter. And then I go Super Poly. I could literally discard whatever I want at this point. I mean, honestly, I'd probably just discard Feather Duster at this point. And then go crazy. You know what I mean? Like, there's so much to this that just cannot be understated. This is such a powerful card. This does so much for so many decks for no reason. Card probably shouldn't have been printed, but here it is. It sure is here and it exists. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was somewhat helpful. I mean, obviously, I had a bit of slip-ups myself, so I apologize for that. But that being said, let me know in the comments below if you have any other crazy ideas or crazy combos you'd like to think up for this card, and let me know if you're excited about this card being released in the format. I think it's gonna be really interesting. I don't know if it's healthy for the format, but I'll definitely say it's an interesting card for Harpies. So that's pretty cool. With that being said, if you enjoyed that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys next time.